Hey everybody, I'm Corey.
And I'm Dana.
And welcome to Our Lives Travel. Hey everybody, good morning. And welcome to Majestic Elegance, Costa Mujeres. So today we're going to take a property tour of the resort and with our butler, Andre. So he's going to show us around the property. Maybe we'll see some things that we don't normally see whenever you just walk around yourself. So that'll be fun. We'll get some good footage and show you all the way around the resort. So let's go.
We have arrived. So this is the main lobby, or I like to call the heartbeat of the hotel, and we are going to walk you through it, but I just wanted you to first take a look at how massive it is. It's bright and sunny, a lot of places to sit.
And hang out with your guests and have a drink if you like during the day.
They have a great bar.
It's very beautiful up here. It gets lots of sun. So the next area we went to was the game room. This is actually for teens. There is some video games in here, a foosball table, just a little hangout for teenagers to just play some video games and hang out during the day.
Over here we have the room for your younger kiddos. They actually have scheduled activities and times. The kids do have activity leaders, so there's staff here to play with them and teach them while you're out at the beach.
So this next area was just a little gathering place for travel agents. If they need to plan out anything or make any bookings, they could bring their laptops and stuff here. And then over here you have the Go Majestic, which is where you can book excursions and transfers. They're here pretty much all day, availability to just book whatever you want.
Speaking of transfers, make sure to check out our review on Go Majestic.
Then we have the COVID testing room. This is actually where you would come and get your COVID test that is required for you to get back into the United States. It's a nice open area. You sign up online and then you come and check in here and they actually do the test behind those screenings right there.
All right, so moving on, we're gonna go over here to the second check-in area. Now we saw the main one in the lobby, but this is actually the Elegance Club check-in. And just so you know, Elegance Club basically means you've reserved a room on the adult side, so 18 years and older. You'll see that they have their own sitting areas. They have snacks, which are replenished throughout the day. I think in the morning, you have little breakfast pastries, lunchtime is sandwiches, later on cookies. There's coffee, water, juice, soda, all that good stuff over here. I know some people have said that when checking in, they've had to wait a while, so this is a nice little place for you to wait. So back here, they have some changing rooms and restrooms. Very, very nice.
There's also an outdoor patio area over here. We sat out there and read our book half of the day. And just a nice seating, just lounge area.
And we never found this area to be full. So even though we weren't checking in when we went and sat outside, it was just nice, to have another place to sit and relax. Very comfortable.
And over on this side, you'll have your photography lab. Basically, this is where you can go and book reservations for the photos if you want to get some done taken by a professional photographer at the beach or different areas throughout the resort.
And we've seen some of the photos and they were really good. And you only have to pay for the photos that you want. I think they might be $15 per photo that you pick, but they're really good.
As we come back out to the main lobby area, you're going to see that there's a bar over here on the right hand side. It's also located where the piano bar is, but we'll come back to that. We just walk past the main lobby area here where we first come in.
And that is not a camera, it is for temperature checks.
Yeah, so they'll have you come in and stand right there and then get your temperature checked when you first check in. However, when we got there really late, they didn't have us actually do that. So
yeah, check out our review to hear about our experience. So coming up in here, this resort is known for their weddings. So if you are a bride and groom looking for a place to get married, they actually have mock-ups of what the reception would look like in some of the areas. So they're showing you here, you can see a mock-up of these two tables.
I'll just get some more information about your wedding setup if you like.
Yes.
There are 2 ATM machines down here, one for USD and one for pesos. There's also some restrooms down here as well. One of the things that I noticed about this resort is there are restrooms everywhere.
Yes, there are. There really are, which is great.
So this first area right here on the right is going to be the My Time reservations check-in. So if you book through My Time, they'll bring you over to this side and check you in.
Understanding that My Time comes with a few extra perks.
And then there is a concierge area right over here on the right hand side if you have any questions. I actually came to this area to pick up our COVID test results, print them out so that we can have them when we went to the airport. When we go to this outside area over here, it's funny, there's not a whole lot of traffic over here. There is a gym. We're going to see the gym first. And then at the end is where you have a wedding reception area. So we're going to go into the gym. The gym is open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. I believe they have classes first thing in the morning. They have tons of equipment in here to use, lockers, all kinds of things you would see in any gym basically.
All right, so now we are going to take you out so you can see the wedding venues. Guys, they are beautiful. They have an indoor area as well as an outdoor area. While we're walking down here, we did just walk past the elevator, and I do want to mention there's several places where there are elevators here. So if steps are a problem for you, make sure you ask, because you would be surprised at some places that they actually have elevators if you need them.
Check out this space. Is this not a great place to have a wedding reception, or even the wedding itself? Like, tons of space here for you to utilize. Banquets, parties, anniversaries, whatever. And it's hidden. Nobody knows that this place is over here. And then as we come around the corner and see this outside area, he also told me it's a good location for you to come and get a sunset picture, because there's a lagoon over on the other side of one of these walls.
I can just imagine your wedding guests kind of milling in and out. This is nice.
Oh, look, there's even ceiling fans up there. I didn't even notice that. See, there's a lagoon area back over there on the left-hand side. You can just get a nice sunset picture. So now we're back out by the lobby area. We just came from the lobby area here and going downstairs to the open bar area and the rest of the restaurants that they have.
This is where the party happens. This is the main bar that stays open the latest. As Corey mentioned, the restaurants are here. Also, if the rain has canceled outdoor activities, this is where you'll see some indoor activities take place.
Yep. This bar right here also makes something called a Isla Blanco. Check that out.
So down here, this is the walkway you take to get to Flavors Buffet and the Blossom Spa.
And also to the family side of the resort. Buildings 5,000 and 6,000?
6,000.
Yeah. So we're gonna go check out the Blossom Spa.
Make sure to watch our review on this one, guys. It was amazing.
So when you first enter the spa area, you're gonna walk into the hydrotherapy pool.
And it has tons of jets and different things.
And it's kind of warm. And you also have a steam room and a sauna.
Where Corey left me.
There's also 4 different types of showers here. So when you do the therapy session, they'll take you through each one of these. And there's different temperatures and spray heads for each one. They also give you spa shoes and towels when you check in as well.
So one of my favorite places is the cenote. So this is created to look like a real cenote. So you've got your cave and you've got your beautiful pool down at the bottom. And actually under those little bridges is a little secret surprise. So definitely go under them and go into the little caves. There's some neat little areas there as well.
And you got some massage tables out here. People come over and get massages and just enjoy the area.
And there are a lot of little things woven into the actual cave itself. So you'll see what looks like artifacts and things like that. So it's definitely worth looking at. My biggest fear here, honestly, was slipping, and it wasn't slippery. I mean, I'm assuming it's because of the shoes that they gave us, but my foot never slipped. Did yours?
Those shoes are weird.
If y'all are cruisers, you know what those are right there. Yes.
Heated loungers. Yeah. And then you've got the,
So I thought this was called a resistance pool, but there was no resistance in it at all. So I don't really know what this was. Honestly, my arm span was too wide to do a lap in to swim, so I'm not sure what that actually is. It felt good though. It was nice and warm and had a waterfall at the end.
And it was probably the deepest out of all the pools in here.
Yeah. Out of all of them.
And then over here you have two plunge pools. One is ice cold and the other one feels like a hot tub. So in our therapy session, they have you go back and forth from one to the other.
Also, so we're showing you like the main area. So there's like a day pass or a pass, let me say, that you can purchase to use these areas. And I think you also get some use of it if you actually purchase a spa service. But there are other areas to the spa as well. So there are dressing rooms on each side. So there's dressing room for him, her. You see there's water out here. But also upstairs is where the actual treatment rooms are. But first we're gonna go over here and you're gonna see like the nail, spa, pedicure area. So it's really pretty. You can get your hair done.
Your nails did.
Your nails did. And then upstairs, like I said, our treatment room.
So as you're coming out of Blossom Spa, when you walk down the hallway, we're going to enter the Flavors buffet area. We ate in here for breakfast.
Breakfast, yeah.
A couple times. You can see that in our other video. We'll show you the food that we had, or that they offered Flavors buffet.
I'm gonna go ahead while we're in here and just give everybody a warning about these chairs. I don't know how many times I saw people when they stood up, the chairs fall over. I don't know if they're just weighted wrong in the back, but just warning, be careful when you stand up. Nobody fell, but the chairs will fall over.
Yes.
And so you'll see over here on the left, Flavors does have outdoor seating, and you'll also see some other outdoor seating as well, and that is for the Italian restaurant, which also serves breakfast, but it is a la carte breakfast, so it's not a buffet, and I think it is only for Elegance Club members.
Yeah, so we're actually going to go over there right now to the Italian restaurant. I'll call it Il Botacano.
I'm going to call it the Italian restaurant.
Okay, so in the Italian restaurant, you have indoor and outdoor seating. We ate outdoors, which was very pleasant, very nice out there.
We ate outdoors as much as we could, yeah.
But they have tons of seating in here. Very comfortable. So that's one restaurant, or the second restaurant. So you have Flavors and you have the Italian. Next over here is the French Bistro, that's correct.
Now, we did not go to this, but this, when we went, was the only restaurant that requires reservations.
And it was actually dark in here, so I don't think that my camera picked it up really well because they were closed, but you can kind of get a glimpse at it a little bit.
Now, we were here long enough to get reservations. I know some people have complained that however long they were staying, they may not have been able to get reservations, but we didn't go because you can preview the menus before you go, and there wasn't really anything on it that caught our eye that we wanted to try.
As you can see in this lobby, there's some tons of seating out here.
Yes.
And then next over here is one of our favorites, was the Mexican restaurant. And tequila bar.
Yes.
So half of it is the tequila bar and half of it is the Mexican restaurant. So over here, I believe it's the tequila bar over on this side, and then the Mexican restaurant is on the right-hand side, which also has outdoor seating.
Yes. Interesting note, the tequila bar actually serves food late into the night. So even if the restaurant closes at 10, you can still get food in the tequila bar, but it is a limited menu.
When we come outside on this side and walk down this hall, you will see the outdoor seating area for the Mexican restaurant. You could also get a glimpse of that when you look at our food vlog.
Yes.
Over there on the left-hand side, the outdoor seating area for the Mexican restaurant. Very nice.
And I just want to point out, the grounds are gorgeous here. Like, they really take maintenance to a whole different level when it comes to all of the gardens and everything. It's really beautiful. We always saw people working in it. If this was my house, it would just be rocks. All right, this is our favorite restaurant. This is the Steakhouse. Yes. We went here numerous times.
Don Walkmain, I think is what he called it. The steakhouse. First night we were here, we went to the steakhouse.
We did.
Yes.
Everybody raves about the Mexican buffet, but we went to the steakhouse instead, and I have to believe it was better.
Great seating, wonderful food, great service. I will say that one tip about this is you can't come in here without a sleeveless shirt on. So men, with a sleeveless shirt on. So men, please make sure that you're wearing sleeves when you come into this restaurant.
And I have to say, there were no real major dress codes. Again, we didn't go to the French restaurant, but you know, just look decent.
Yep. Got more restrooms down there to the left. And now we're getting into the shops area. You've got the diamond shop right over here. Jewelry store, I should say.
If you've ever gone to a resort and bought jewelry, let me know down in the comments. I just want to know how many people shop at places like that.
So now this is the Japanese teppanyaki restaurant. We didn't eat here, but we've heard great things about it. Sushi and teppanyaki, actually.
Now, when we went, this did not require reservations. However, we were told that as they reach 100% occupancy, that they will start requiring reservations for here. And I get that, because there were people outside a lot of times. You know, this experience is different. You know, when you have a whole table full of people who all have to eat, you know, it may take an hour or two, so it's probably a little bit harder to staff. And we see that when we're on cruise ships too.
Yeah. Here's one of the teppanyaki rooms. You can see it seats about maybe, I don't know, 10 people or so. I think they had 4, maybe 5 rooms like that. As you come out, you've got this nice open area over here. You can just sit out and watch. You've also got Majestic next door. This is a late night, we'll say fast food restaurant, just for lack of better words. Things like nachos, quesadillas, hot dogs, pizza, whatever you can get right here. Burgers. They're open pretty late.
try the tuna pizza. I know it sounds horrible, but it was so good.
As we continue down the hall, on the left here is going to be Legends Sports Bar and Club. This is where they have the karaoke. This is where they just have some of the dance parties.
And it was pretty packed at night, I will say that. I think this is really their only form of like late night music other than maybe some pianos or something, I think. So this is where the youthful, and I don't mean in age, but in spirit crowd hangs out at night.
As we continue down here, you're going to see the shop over here on the left-hand side. This is basically like your souvenirs, your gifts that you would get. And then on the right-hand side over here is the Majestic Theater. This is where all the entertainment happens for the Michael Jackson show, any other kind of themed shows, talent shows they actually have right here. And let me tell you, this place is loud. You can hear it all the way in your room. We heard it in our room a couple of nights. We could just hear the bass and stuff from the entertainment.
So this is your sundries shop area. Again, you can find all the little things you want. You need chips. I don't know why you need chips, but if you need chips, gummy bears,
souvenirs that
let's
you want to
say,
take home.
Aspirin, any of that kind of stuff.
Suntan lotion. We heard a lot of people say bring suntan lotion. If you didn't bring any, you could buy some in there.
Pedialyte, for those of us that like to drink a little bit in the heat, you might want some Pedialyte. You can also get pool floats.
Pool floats.
Pool floats, yeah.
Pool floats in there. Next, you have the cigar lounge. Churchill Cigar Lounge. You can come in here and smoke cigars and also drink some alcohol. But those bottles, actually, you purchase those.
Yes, so
they are not included. And the cigars are not included either.
No.
It was closed. I couldn't go in there. More restrooms down here. And then you also have the surf shop down here.
Which I really didn't understand, but I guess they mean surf shop just like because I can see clothes and hats. Yeah. And suitcases and things like that.
Yeah. Swimwear. And then you have the 24-hour clinic down here as well. This is the walkway down to the one of the adult buildings. I think building 1000 and 2000.
So at the end of each tower, or at least this one and the club, they have a lounge area at the end, just like the club lobby upstairs.
Yeah.
Something similar to that, but they have juices, few selection of different sandwiches, also coffee and cookies, sweet bread, and sliced fruit yogurt.
Open all day?
From 8 in the morning until 9 p.m.
Okay. 8 in the morning. On pretty much every...
On this tower and the second tower,
where we're at, yeah. But not on the family side, is that right?
Check that out.
Oh, okay.
Because we don't have services, so
okay.
I haven't been to the end of that building.
Yeah.
But these two, they do have.
So the butler service is only for these two buildings?
For all adults and club side.
Okay. So now we're going to walk into our building, which is the 3000, 4000 building, and come out by the side of where our room was. I will also point out that I think these hallways were really long. So as you walk past the short hallway where our room is to the right, you will see our swim up bar with a little jacuzzi-like area. There are no bubbles there. And then you got a zero entry walkway. I guess, is that zero entry walkway?
No, it has steps.
Oh, and then you've got the walkway to the pool across from us as well. Swimming pool across from us. There's tons of lounge chairs and everything out here for people to utilize. You can see that they also do a lot of recycling, trash receptacles there. We're walking over to the other adult building, which is building 1000 and 2000. So we can see that there's another bar over on this side as well, in this swim up bar.
If you want to know more about the rooms and the types of rooms we're passing, such as the 1-bedroom suite, the junior suite, make sure to check out our full review and we'll go into more detail about those, and we'll also share some footage. One thing I'll say is a lot of people want to talk about which sides get sun. So I will tell you just from experience that 3000 definitely gets sun. Everybody says 2004. So that's 2000 we're facing right now. That's 3000 over there. 3000 gets plenty of sun. So I would say you'll be safe with 2, 3, and 4.
This is the adult pool area over here.
And they have a bar. And it gets crazy over here.
It was, as they say, lit. So then we're going to go into the club lounge area.
And so these club lounges, this one you're about to see, is at the end of building 3000 and 4000. They have one of these also at the end of building 1000 and 2000. Again, those are the adult only buildings. And so you have access to these lounge areas with food if you are in any of those buildings.
And it is actually staffed in here as well throughout the day, I think until about maybe 10 p.m. So there's someone there that can answer your questions if you like. But you've got coffee and soda and water and fruit bowls and all kinds of little snacks here throughout the day that you can munch on. And there are restrooms in here as well. Oh, also check out our full review as we talk about the little step to get in there. So it's very important for you to look out for that step to get in and out of there.
And this is Mar House over here, and this will be your second buffet restaurant. So this is a buffet restaurant primarily for lunch. And then they have snacks from 5 to 6. But after 6 o'clock, it turns into a seafood restaurant on certain nights. But in terms of lunch, this will be your main buffet option. Again, they have indoor and outdoor seating. So one thing to note here is even though this restaurant has outdoor seating and there's a buffet, you are supposed to check in inside the restaurant before you go and seat yourself outside. So we noticed some people just came and sat outside, but they do want you to check in.
That hut down there at the end, I believe, is the bar that services the beach as well.
So over here to your right, you're going to see the newly installed Boardwalk, and that's what you'll actually take to go out to the beach. It's actually not a bad walk, and I know Corey and another one of ours mentioned how many steps it was, but I think overall it's under 300 steps from here to the water. That little brick building has an elevator in it, so if you want to get upstairs to some of the pool areas and others, know that there is an elevator over there.
Note that there is not a railing here to walk up these stairs.
Yes. And that's one reason I mentioned the elevators is they're not railings in a lot of places, and some of the stairs can be a little deep.
So you've got the main pool area. This is the upper side of it. There's a bar up here. There's plenty of loungers out here. And then this is an area for you just to have like a really good view of the resort and the beach area. And then also people have used this area to have dinner out here, like a romantic dinner. They will book, you can book reservations to do that.
And so just know that all of this area, these stairs and the bar and everything, they're all part of the main pool. Some people call it a family pool, but it's really the main pool for the resort. So everybody's welcome. Okay, so as we mentioned, this is part of the main pool, and you'll see as we walk up here, this is the top part, and then you're gonna have a lower level. And that's building 4,000 right there if you want to know. And so here's the main level of the pool. And again, this is the main pool, so everybody's welcome, family.
They have parties out here, bingo, water aerobics, everything.
DJ. and that big bar.
Which is a swim-up bar.
A 2-level swim-up bar.
And that building over there is the family building over there. 5,000. And then this is where you go to check out pool towels right there.
One of my favorite things about the pool towels is I don't have to show ID. I don't have to they're not worried about me trying to steal them and take them home. You can get as many as you need, and they're big and fluffy.
And then this walkway over here is a area where you can book a romantic dinner. We actually saw a wedding happen over in this area. It's just really beautiful. People take pictures over there. And then that is pretty much the end of our property tour. And we go back to the main lobby. All right, so we did our tour of Majestic Elegance with my butler, Andre.
Hello, everybody.
Yes, it was very nice of him to do that for us. And we hope you enjoyed that video. Please hit that subscribe button and that like button and that notification bell so you know every time we post new videos. Adios.
Adios. Bye-bye.